Hi everyone, so one of my last videos was about the characteristics of the 6 to 12-year-old child and what Montessori believed she observed at this age group. And one of them was that they are developing this kind of moral reasoning. They have a reasoning mind. And so we do a lot of kind of conflict resolution and help them understand why it's fair in this situation but not this one. And just help them talk these issues through, because they're often, it's not fair. Why can this happen and it can't happen now? So I have these books that I found that I really like, and it's called What to Do When It's Not Fair. And it's called A Kid's Guide to Handling Envy and Jealousy. I think it's a guide that actually just helps with one of the characteristics of this age group. By Jacqueline B. Toner and Claire A.B. Freeland. And they're little stories, and I think because the child of 6 to 12 also has this great kind of, can start to abstract and has this imagination, it talks kind of about a pirate with his spyglass, and if he focuses on the thing with his spyglass, on that one thing you're angry about, you forget about all the wonderful things around you. And the children actually really respond to these stories. And there's another one called What to Do When Your Temper Flares. So, how to deal with when they're really angry. And it has like little stories about, you're driving your own car and you don't want to crash it. How can you slow down? And there's little activities you can do. So I think it's really important how you use these. So we just usually kind of read them at the end of the day. We might have one that's going through a term. And there's little activities, we'll have discussions, kind of like a reflection. And it sets up that culture in your classroom and gives them tools to do if they do feel angry or they feel like something's not fair, and it gives them options of how to respond. And it's definitely better used as a preventative, so you kind of set it up as your classroom culture. I don't think it's very well used if someone is really mad and it's not fair and you try and jump in and give them a moral story. That doesn't always work because they're angry. So I think it's much better if you use them as just as setting up part of your classroom culture and just as a book at the end of the day that you read with your class and have a discussion about. But I really like them, and the children will often use terminology from them. So I just thought I'd share them with you. And there's heaps of other ones as well. I haven't read the other ones, but there's what to do when you grumble too much, what to do when you worry too much, what to do when your brain gets stuck. So there's all these different ones, but I just really like the way that they're written, and children seem to really enjoy them. And I think Chewy wants to go now. Thank you.